Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ollie Christmas special. Woot woot. A little bit of reason why you can't see my face, okay? And no, it's not because I look hideous, although I do, but that's not the reason. Basically, every time I sat down in front of my Christmas tree to record the Christmas special, I could not get out of my head how disproportionately big my nose is. Put you through that. So I thought I would do a little audio recording and overlay it with what's been going on through my year, and I just hope you enjoy it. Here we go. January started very well in terms of ringing. We went on, or I personally went on, a friend's outing to Oxfordshire, and we rang at Didcot, which to me was absolutely amazing. I'd never rung at a 3-bell tower before, so it was good fun, and they're very well kept, they're rehung, nice ropes, and tuning's a bit strange, but that gives them character. We did a lot of stuff. Here's a clip of Didcot. They're beautiful. February was just as good, actually. We did another outing. This time it was my first outing of the year. This year we've done quite a few outings, actually. Next year's going to be a bit more relaxed. We've got one main one in May time to somewhere where I can't say yet. It's a surprise. Look out for the video. In February we went to Kent, specifically the Ashford part of the Kent, and we rang at Ashford, and where else did we go? Ashford, you know what I've forgotten? New Romney, Lydd, Burmarsh, Brookland, there was another one, I think. Newchurch? Yeah, not New Chapel. Newchurch. Yeah, it was a great day. Everyone, all of the responses were great. That's why we've had so many this year. Everyone just wanted to keep going, and that's what I enjoy. But we did, it was a good start to the year. We rang some quite respectable stuff, actually. What I'll do is I'll insert a clip of Ashford. We rang some call changes. Here's some Ashford call changes, or some call changes at Ashford. 97, 89. March wasn't the best month. I lost both of my grandparents within 2 and a bit weeks. So that was a bit of a downer. But hey ho, they were both unwell and they didn't have to suffer alone, which was good. Look on the bright side of life, everybody. Anyway, so before their funeral, we rang, or half of my band and a couple of outsiders rang a quarter peal at just as everyone was arriving at the church. We rang Bob Doubles. I was on the treble because I was worried I was going to muck it up, although what's Bob Doubles? I could probably do that. Anyway, I rang the treble. I rang the treble. It was very nicely struck. One little bit of history, actually. That was the quarter peal we rang was the fastest quarter recorded on the bells at 38 minutes, 39 minutes. They're 1186 and they're a bit slow, but they're normally around the 45 mark. But 38, it was one of the quickest they've ever been rung to a quarter. So that was a bit of fun. That was April. A little bit else. April also wasn't too good of a month, but also it was jam-packed full of ringing, and we had Easter. That was a great time. Everyone enjoys ringing for Easter. We did also ring half muffled at Little Chart and half muffled at Burmarsh with a treble which dropped like a stone randomly and became unringable a couple of weeks later. It's now fixed. It was a pulley, I think, was the problem. I can't remember. Chris, please leave in the comments what was the problem. I think it was the pulley in the end. They went up and fixed it. But yeah, we rang a quarter peal at Little Chart, my first of Granser inside, for some reason. We turned up and I was like, what are we going to ring? And I said Granser, because for some reason I had never rung Granser inside. So we decided we were going to ring a quarter of Granser so I could do one inside. And it was really good. Chris rang 4-5 or 5-6. I think it was 4-5. And conducted. It was really good. Well done. May. I can't actually remember anything which happened in May. We'll skip May. Bit of a pointless month. June, the band congregated again for the second outing of the year. We went to London. Rang at St Clement Danes. Now I'm trying to remember where we went. St Clement Danes. Then we walked along a bit. We went to Garlic Hithe. Walked a little bit more. And went to St Catherine Cree. And then we walked kind of a bit back on ourselves. And went to St Olave Hart Street, and then we just hopped across the road to St Botolph. We went to Aldgate, the Heavy 8. Hottest day of the year. It was 35 degrees. It was either 28 or 35. I think it was 35. Anyway, it was so blisteringly hot. You know when we get it near our house, when there's a lot of rain, because not a lot of rain, yeah, when there's a lot of rain, it's really hot. No, when there's a lot of sun, and it's really, really hot, and because we live in the country, not many cars drive on the road, or it's not a busy road, the roads start melting. So when a car does drive along it, it's like you're driving on water. You can hear it all splashing, and it's just the tarmac melting. And it was like that on the pavements. The pavements were starting to melt. It was so hot. Anyway, we battled through it. Here is some footage of ringing at Garlic Hithe, well, the Royal Jubilee bells. End of July, everyone enjoyed it, so we went back to Kent, and this time we went to the Margate. We stayed away from Ashford, went a bit further, right into the depths of Kent, went to Margate. We rang at Margate, Westgate, Birchington All Saints, Waterloo Tower and Quex Park. They are my favourite Ring of 12. I love them. Where else did we go? Moncton. We were the first visiting band at Moncton. And also, I think it was the third time the bells have been rung as a 6. They've been augmented from 4. And then we went to St Nicholas at Wade. So yeah, we all enjoyed our day in Kent. It was an absolutely amazing time. So here is some footage of where shall we say? We'll say Westgate this time. Here's some footage of Westgate on our outing to Kent. Go plain Bob minor. August, bit boring. September was also quite boring, actually. I'm not going to lie. Wasn't much on. We'll skip September as well. October, the band congregated for the final outing of the year. We grew in number, actually. We seem to grow since Kent. We've almost doubled the amount we had, and we had really good ringing. This was our best outing. We went to Buckinghamshire and Oxfordshire. Is right on the border, specifically around Turville. Now, the reason I picked Turville was because, as I said, this year my grandfather died, and we found out that he maintained the cars and the aeroplanes and everything for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which was filmed in Turville, or part of it was filmed in Turville. So we thought we've got to go back there, and we thought, hey, the bells have just been augmented from 5. Let's go for it. And we organised a day around Buckinghamshire, and I was worried that not many people would go because it's quite a distance from... Because our band's split out, actually. We kind of... A bit from Kent, bit from Sussex, bit from Essex, bit from London. There's everyone that's dotted around. But everyone came down and we had an amazing time. Best outing ever. Got some really good ringing in. Where shall we go to this time? We could go to Wallingford. We could go to... Because I'm trying to pick a video of each place. You know what? Here we will get a clip of Wallingford.
Three, 1. Five, 2. 5, 3. 7, 2. 7, 5.
November was full of ringing for Remembrance Sunday. I didn't actually get a video, surprisingly. I don't know where I was, actually. Where did I go on Remembrance Sunday? I can't remember where I rang on Remembrance Sunday. That's weird. I think I went to Lindfield. Can't remember, actually. That's a good point. No, I went to Ardingly in the morning, and I went to West Hoathly in just before 11, actually. So I rang at 2 places on Remembrance Sunday. Good ringing. I didn't actually get a video, so I'm sorry, you're going to have to just do without. December is where we are now. Not much going on. Lots of preparations for Christmas. As we speak today, which I can't tell you when this is. Okay, I can. It's the 17th of December. And I've just ordered a new rope for my dumbbell called Colin. Yes, I have named my dumbbell. So yeah, that is my year in review. Looking forward to 2020. We've got quite a few projects going on. If you're wondering why you keep hearing me yawning, it's currently 2:30 in the morning. I apologise. I just couldn't sleep. I was worrying that I wouldn't get this done. So, yes, I'm sitting in bed. It's 2:30 in the morning. Looking forward to 2020, I am pleased to report, and should I say it? Yeah, go on then. I'm having a little bit of a childhood crisis. I would say it's a midlife crisis, but it's not. I'm 16, I can't have a midlife crisis yet. It's a mid-teenage year crisis. I've decided I would like to spend my life savings and money left from my grandparents on a mini ring. Now, if you didn't know, I have a mini ring already. I have a ring of pots. They are called the Bell Flower Muse. Here is a little clip of them.
Going, she's gone.
I'd like to say they don't really
Go, grandson. Up. Very cool. You go shopping. You go that way. You go that.
Now, as you can hear, the clappering is a little bit off. They are flower pots. Claimed by a very well-known ringer that they were the nicest ring of flower pots he's rung on, in terms of tuning. Obviously, handling is a bit like... What did I compare them to? Oh yeah, I compared to them as if you were standing on a step ladder on top of a camel on the top of the suspension bridge in a hurricane. They're a bit wobbly and lumpy, but when they're struck well, they sound really good, but the clappering's a bit off. I need to sort that out. But I thought, we've got this ring of 6. They're not getting used as much as I had hoped, so I have decided to order a ring of 8 real bells cast by Matthew Higby, or the gentleman he employs to cast them, and they're being delivered in April time, in time for the start of May, when there is a village day in the village where I live, and I would like to ring the first quarter on the day of the village day. So he's going to make sure they're in by then. And we're going to have a good time. The tenor is £20 and is in the note of D. And the name of this mini ring, I've already decided. It's the same as my dumbbell, but it will, instead of being Colin the dumbbell, it will be Colin the Campanile. Ta-da! And we're going to have an opening weekend. I'll put some details online, or I'll circulate some details in... I'm going to put some details online when it's all set up and we know when the opening weekend is. Going to have a couple of, I say bell-ringing YouTubers. Is that a thing? I don't think it is. Some people you may know coming down, and there might be a lucky draw or to see who's going to open it, or maybe it'll just be me. Open him. His name's Colin the Campanile. Anyway, we're going to have a big opening weekend, and we hope that at some point we can have a YouTube get-together. Everyone can come up we're having the whole room redecorated, new lighting. There's going to be a mini bar with a fridge and a toaster. It's going to be properly kit out. There's going to be a sofa and a chair, which turns into a bed and has a fridge in the arm and gives massages. That was a personal request of mine, as I'm sure you can tell. So look forward to that coming in April. As soon as it gets up, there'll be a video up, of course. Second of all, I have a Discord server. So for some ringers, and I can't say if you will be accepted, there's no current guidelines or requirements you have to have or fulfill to get in. You just join. but because I can't stop people from joining, they just have to join, and then I see who they are, and if I like the look of them, they can stay. If I don't, they'll be blocked. So please, if you would like to join in, there's a lot of young ringers in the chat, so keep it all PG, and we'll have a good time. We chat about lots of bells, because we're bell ringers. So yeah, if you fancy just chatting to some people who share the same interests as you, join the chat, be linked in the description. But anyway, from myself and a couple of my friends who helped me edit and record some videos, we would like to thank you very much for the support in 2019. I hope you've had an amazing year, and let's hope that 2020 can be an absolute amazing year for everybody. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have an amazing Christmas and New Year. See you in 2020.